Wolverine. Cool guy. Everybody's favorite. Wolverine. Favorite X-Man. Look, I've been going over your file, and I've made the decision to fire you because you are worthless.
What?
You're worthless, and you're fired.
Fired?
Let's add listening to your already impressive list of skills. I'll put it right next to, made of metal, the substance that the guy we fight the most can manipulate with his mind.
But I've got these.
Yes, very impressive. Also made of metal, but I guess handy for all those fights where you can get right next to the person you need to attack. This is your power. That's it. You flail.
I'm pretty important to this team, bub.
Okay. Let's say Magneto is on one side of a bridge and he's killing a lot of people. Like a lot. And we arrive on the other side of the bridge.
I'm gonna run at him.
You're gonna run at Magneto.
I'm very fast.
Okay, even if you're very fast, still gonna take you quite a while. Couple minutes. That's what? 3 dozen people dead? Or Storm, fly over 2 seconds, suck him into a hurricane. Into a goddamn hurricane. Problem solved.
I have a motorcycle. Maybe I'd ride that.
What is a motorcycle made of?
Tubes.
I'm sorry, you say tubes?
Glass and tubes.
I can really feel you picturing a motorcycle and trying. It's made of metal.
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 It's made of metal.
It's made of metal, which Magneto can twist and bend and throw you off the bridge, and now you're f***ing dead.
I'm very useful to the team.
I guess, when you're not off somewhere having harrowing visions of your origin. Oh, where did I come from?
Where did I come from, though?
No, you're not hearing me. No one gives a hot
But where did I come from?
Get a journal, Logan. You're gonna have to find gainful employment somewhere else.
Well, what will I do? Where do I go?
I don't really give a shit. If I had my way, you and Beast would be over at the airport sniffing bags for the TSA. It's one of your things, isn't it?
I can smell really far.
That does not help us. You do not help us.
I have a motorcycle.
You're not all here, are you?
I'm not all there.
Are you just saying back to me what I am saying?
Did you just repeat what I said?
Well, Wolverine, I'm going to write you a prescription for an antipsychotic that I'd like you to take.
I have a motorcycle.
You're fired. I'd kill you with my mind, but it doesn't feel right. Feel like I'd be putting down a special needs member of the cast of Footloose. Huh? Gonna go fight some nerds? Hey, Wolverine, you want to see my claws? Hey, bub. F*** you. Storm. I don't know if you've heard, but I am scaling back the X-Men a little bit. I mean, don't tell the others, but your powers, fantastic. Controlling the weather, it's really something.
Thank you, Xavier. I will only use my gifts to aid those in need.
Well, yes, always help those in need when you can. That is what I said. Speaking of that, do you remember last Saturday? I decided to play golf, with my mind. And I did tell you that I was going golfing, and once we got there, 45-minute drive, it did start to rain, and it ruined our day a bit.
Okay.
This Saturday, I'm also going golfing, and the forecast says rain, and I don't know if anybody, perhaps in the room, could help maneuver around such a predicament.
Are you asking me to change the weather so you can recreate?
No. I'm just saying if I'm not golfing on Saturday, I will have a lot more free time to see if you deserve to remain in the group.
I cannot believe that you are blackmailing me.
Yes, maybe I'm blackmailing you a little bit. If you're not going to help me golf, then what are you good for?
Fighting evil?
You know what's evil is a wasted Saturday at a country club with a 6-month waiting list. Do you understand how many strings I have to pull to get a game? If I lose to Scott again, I'm probably going to kill everyone, just everyone, with my mind. And do you want that?
Fine. I'll make it clear on Saturday.
And Sunday.
And Sunday.
Sunday I'm going to the park. And there's a very loyal family of small ducklings that has become quite engaged with me.
Ducklings?
I think they're beginning to accept me as one of their own. Also, it hasn't yet been cold enough at night to use my new hot tub. It also hasn't been quite hot enough during the day to use my slip and slide. Also, I'm going to New England if we're not busy this week. I'd love to see the leaves change. I know it's summer, but could you drastically change the ecosystem that I might watch them die?
I quit.
You can't quit, you're fired.
Fine. Enjoy your weekend. It looks like rain.
Tornado! Bunch of bullsh... Scott. Yes, we can't golf this Saturday. That is not a forfeit. Really? What about now? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Telekinesis for the win. Angel.
What is it?
It's just I'm going over your file here, and there seems to be something missing. I mean, what are your powers again?
I fly?
Yeah, I know you fly, but what else?
That's it.
Well, you're fired.
My bones are hollow. It enables me to soar great distance.
Yeah. I should have let you go. I'd love to hear your retort. I mean, do you have any idea how many of the X-Men fly and do something else incredible? You just fly. And it's not even like an internal power, like something you focus. You literally have giant wings. You're a bird. Flapping your wings as hard as you can to lift your stupid abs in the air.
They're angel wings.
I'm looking right at them. Those are bird wings, just huge and on a man. I'm surprised you haven't choked on one of those plastic ring thingies. Oh, maybe if I peck at this. Greenpeace, help.
But you need me.
I do not need a bird. But I do have a question. Do you prefer your seed loose or in a bell shape?
I'm not a bird.
Or is it a pine cone with peanut butter and then you stick the seed to it?
I'm not a bird!
Bold words for a man with huge bird wings and hollow bones. You bird. Hey, look. I'm giving a bird the bird.
I got it.
Would you do me one small favor, bird? When you get your worthless ass out of my office, would you resist the urge to shit on my car? I just hate it when your people shit on my car. Oh, wait, let me fire you in your native tongue. Chip, chip, chip. Bird. Say, maybe you don't want seed, but perhaps I could interest you in some pasta salad.
No, I don't...
What if I regurgitate it for you? You know, like bird style.
What? Oh, that is...
Here, bird. Here, this will help you fly. You bird. Hey, Angel, put on a shirt. This is a school for gifted youngsters, not a Victoria's Secret model runway, you bird! Bird! Gonna miss that bird. Well, Rogue, this is never easy, but, I'm shit-canning you.
What, sugar?
And as a happy byproduct of your termination, we do lose that annoying southern charm.
You're firing me because of my accent.
Oh, yeah, you wish. Insurance is through the roof, and having an unintentional energy vampire just going around touching shit, it's not gonna work for the next quarter.
Look, I've been a good friend to this team.
Yeah, too good on many occasions. How many times do I have to send someone to the infirmary just because you couldn't resist a kiss? I can't have people dying just because you're lonely. You can't touch people. Stop it. If I couldn't touch people, I'd wear oven mitts and a t-shirt that says, "Death upon touching." You wear, like, sexy boots and strut around.
It's not my fault.
Oh, there's something I can't remember about what I'm supposed to do and not do. So why don't you come over here under the willow tree and give me a big wet kiss on my honey lips. Whoops, you're dead. Right, that's it. How do I keep forgetting that?
I mean, I wish I could control my powers.
Yes, and I wish I could walk. Is wish time? How long does this go? Are we done with the Aladdin just found the genie moment? Because wishes don't come true. Unless the wish was to get your ass out of here. In which case, it's Christmas. If you do see Hair Dye Man, go ahead, take the glove off and touch him and let him die. Because I'm tired of the whole Bride of Frankenstein thing. High five. JK, it would kill me. Don't worry, though. I'm sure you can get work. Being a Bonnie Raitt lookalike at a shoe store opening in a mall. I can kill you with my mind! Magneto, thank you for agreeing to meet with me.
Well, I don't think we'll ever agree on anything, Charles, but I'm always happy to sit as friends. What did you want to see me about?
Well, how to put it? You're fired.
What?
This isn't, working for me.
You're not my boss. You cannot fire me.
And yet I just did. I just can't have such a lame archenemy. I'm just so tired of hearing you whine about mutants are the future. Mutants are the future. Look at this one. He's got webbed toes. Shouldn't he be president?
You're beginning to try my patience, Charles.
Oh, right. Your lame powers. Look out, everyone. Magneto is attacking us with rudimentary science.
You should fear me, Charles.
Oh, I do. I don't stand a chance against you. In a third-grade science fair. You're dumb. You're the mutant equivalent of a baking soda volcano.
You're dumb!
Piping hot comeback, Magnet Man.
Well, what's so cool about you, anyway?
My unprecedented psychic ability.
Oh, right. I forgot. You're a psychic. What's your 900 number again?
Clever. Almost as clever as your name, Magneto. I mean, I use the power of my mind. Should I be Mindo?
Yes, but one thing you may not have noticed is Nito is in there, like Nito. People like that.
You're telling me that people like that the word Nito is hidden in your name?
Yes, of course. Anyway, it's better than your name.
Professor X?
Yeah, it's a job followed by a letter. Oh, behold my power. I'm children's dentist N.
If I were a children's dentist named Ned, I would go by that.
You're bald also.
Oh, you want to make fun of heads wearing that helmet?
This helmet is ingenious. It prevents you from reading my thoughts.
And does the cape do that as well, or do you just like looking like a live-action role-playing nerd?
Well, would you prefer that I wear a Men's Warehouse-style suit? You look like a college basketball coach standing on the sidelines. Or in your case, sitting.
Oh! Ring the bell! Somebody made a wheelchair joke.
Boom!
You think I need to be in this chair? I can levitate a goddamn aircraft carrier with the power of my mind. I could certainly float myself up like you do, but I don't feel the need to advertise my powers like a desperate-for-attention magnetic David Blaine.
You look like a giant bald baby.
You look like a teenage girl's tube of lip balm.
You look like Mr. Clean at a job interview.
You look like a tool that tells us the gender of a fetus.
You look like a white Steve Harvey.
Ouch. Burn. You're quite gifted with words, Max.
Yeah.
Is that how you managed to recruit such a impressive brotherhood of mutants? Good group. What do you got, a toad and a fat guy?
Do you want to talk about teams?
Let's talk about teams.
You have a guy whose skeleton is made of metal, the one thing that I control.
Oh, I fired Wolverine's ass. He's worthless.
Oh, for real?
Yes, he's a piece of garbage, and I tossed him.
Well, then we finally agree on something.
You know who you should fire?
Who's that?
Your stylist. You look like a Trojan warrior who's real into Madonna.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. If you're psychic, what am I thinking now?
Oh, I have that power as well.
Nice metal watch.
I have another hand.
As do I.
telekinesis beats magnets.
Touche, Charles.
Suck it, Max.
Eat a dick, Charles. Charles, we're being silly.
Old habits.
Indeed. Shall we discuss peace? The fate of the world is at stake.
I agree. I hope you accept my apology.
Of course, old friend.
One of our gifted youngsters drew that. Thought it would be nice to show it off. You f***ing refrigerator. Nightcrawler. I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you go.
What? Why? For what reason?
Well, to put it simply, I find you very gross.
Gross? Explain.
Just look at you. I mean, you look like you're perpetually wet.
I assure you, Professor, I'm not wet.
You look moist, is what I'm saying. In fact, you look like the personification of the word moist.
I am
If
not.
a summer camp child said the word moist 3 times in the mirror, you would appear behind them.
I don't understand.
You look like infected gums. You look like you piss ink.
Wait, that is highly offensive.
You kind of look like 1980s Michael Jackson just got back from a filthy clamming expedition.
I'll have you know.
Ugh, God, those gross hands. It's like shaking a foot. One time you gave me a back rub. It felt like a pterodactyl had perched on my shoulders. It was gross, and I was more tense at the end of it.
Professor, you established this mansion as a haven for the mutants. Was this all an elaborate trap to lure us in and then insult us?
A little bit.
Well then, please by all means continue.
Great. When you teleport, it smells very bad. It smells like a fat kid running around in the summer, ate like about 35 deviled eggs, and then took a hot shit in a warm pool.
Yes, here.
It smells like someone turned on a crock pot and filled it with Campbell's clam chowder and about 3 rolls of dirty pennies.
Okay, I get it. I understand.
I just have one more.
Yeah.
Your teleportation fumes smell like Angela Lansbury, an older woman, dressed up in all leather, slept in a sleeping bag in a room with no windows or doors in August, and then had diarrhea from too much Sizzler buffet. That's what it smells like. I mean, to a T.
Good day, Professor.
Oh, God. Smells like the Predator's dreadlocks. Smells like Mario Batali's body cast. Or my aunt's purse filled with blue-green algae. Man, I wish you...
Professor, what is this I hear about you downsizing the X-Men?
Do you shower with those on?
What?
Do you shower with your sunglasses on? The laser beam controlling sunglasses, do you shower with them on?
Of course I do. Otherwise, I would.
Of course you do.
Obviously. When I don't.
Otherwise, if you don't, you'd be uncontrollably shooting laser beams that kill everyone instantly, just willy-nilly from your eyeballs.
No, I would never.
So, let me ask you, what basically is protecting me and everyone here from certain death?
Well, I'm careful.
You're careful. You don't ever let loose with a corona? Maybe want to whip them off? Did they even have some sort of chain on the back so if they did fall off, you could find them quickly?
No, that would not look cool.
Oh. Why'd that orphanage get leveled? Scott didn't want to look like a dork.
But I am the leader of the X-Men.
Oh, the leader. Yeah, so great. What, are you going to lead us to the hospital after you winked at Rogue and took off her torso?
That's not going to happen.
Toasted.
Okay.
What about sex?
Excuse me?
What about during sex? You ever, I don't know, get tempted to see a beach that isn't red tinted? You just whip them off in a fit of frenzy and then prematurely shoot red beams all over Jean Grey.
Okay, leave her out of this, please.
No more Jean Grey. Just a pile of ashes that's also grey. Double grey. Goodbye, my love.
Okay, Professor, I do have...
The moment you were born, we should have cut your head off. You were a message from God that he doesn't love us, and we should have sent it back. Sign, seal, deliver, return to sender. Except if you were in heaven, it would be hell.
What are you going to do without me?
Probably cry myself to sleep every night with tears that don't harm anyone.
Okay.
You know what? I normally look people in the eye when I fire them, but in this case, seeing as that would kill me and everyone about a mile behind me, I'll say to your Ray-Bans, get the out of my house, you nerd.
Thanks.
Nerd. Nice sunglasses, by the way. You look like you're on your way to a bachelor party at a Hooters. Do you drive a Honda motorbike? Iceman.
Yes.
Man of ice.
I'm sorry, is something wrong, Professor?
I'm just trying to figure out what are your powers again?
Professor, I make ice.
Oh, I know. It's laughable.
How, okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what I can do with a man whose weakness is room temperature.
Okay, right, but Professor, the ice that I make
Is what, cold? Uh-oh. Look out. They didn't bring layers. Good thing Iceman is here. Go inside. Get an electric blanket and a hot water bottle.
I'd like to point out I've been a very valuable part of this team.
Hey, Iceman. What's your weakness? Salt? That thing that's everywhere? Kitchens, restaurants, that's your kryptonite? Salt?
Kryptonite?
Right, marvel.
No, do you understand that I spontaneously...
Listen, if I'm ever on a lazy Norlands porch and it's really balmy and my iced tea starts to get a little tepid, I'll call you. You're on speed dial as the bitch who can make my drink a little better.
Hey, I'm a hero.
Right, named Iceman. That's really creative. He makes ice, call him Iceman. Why not just call Wolverine Clawsman or Cyclops Laser Beams Shooting Out of His Face Man? Did you name yourself?
Yeah.
Good job. Look, Iceman, if I wanted a useless bald guy standing around the fight not doing anything, I'd hire Seal. At least he could serenade the battle.
I just think that you're not... I've been a part of this team.
There's so much I can tell you, so much you can say.
If you look at the experience that I brought to the team over the past...
My power, my power, my pain!
I think there's a bigger picture here than just me.
Baby! To me, you're like a Roman dictionary also now.
There was a nice way to do this.
Did you know that when it's done, my eyes become alive and the light that you shine can be seen? You're fired. Fire, which would kill you. Baby! I can pay you to again, okay. It's gonna be in my head for about a month, but it was worth it. Jubilee. Yeah. You project pyrotechnic energy plasmoids, like little fireworks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're fired.
What?
It's a pleasure to fire you.
You know,
Fireworks. Goodbye.
Well, they're called plasmoids.
They're called fireworks, and just because you make them doesn't make them something else. You realize that I'm trying to put together a team of superheroes, not coordinate the finale of 9 Inch Nails at Lollapalooza, right?
Well, I'm well aware.
I mean, maybe if Mr. Sinister is robbing a bank while tripping on MDMA, maybe you could distract him. I'm sure you'd be good at that.
But I think
Maybe if Magneto is beating up hippies at Burning Man, I'll give you a call. Oh, I know. You can fly to Ibiza next time Skrillex is spinning for the hippie-flipping rich kids. It's a perfect match. He's over here. You're over here. I'm tripping balls, bro. If you'd like to make a call, keep it funky. Good times.
I can't believe you're firing me.
Actually, could you fire yourself? It would be the first thing you've ever done for the X-Men. You look like the creepiest pervert's real doll. Special order. You look like Hello Kitty's best friend. Goodbye, Kitty. Goodbye, Kitty. Could you look back just for 1 second, please? Yeah, you can't